A 72-year-old man once sat across from me and said something I never forgot. "Melissa, I've been doing it the same way for nearly 50 years. But lately, something feels different." He was not seriously ill. He was not taking a new medication. His blood tests were not alarming. But one private habit was quietly affecting his sensitivity, his circulation, his prostate comfort, and even his confidence. Not masturbation itself, the way he was doing it. And this is where many men over 60 make a dangerous mistake. They assume that because something felt harmless at 30, it must still be harmless at 70. But your body changes, your nerves change, your blood flow changes, your prostate changes, your recovery changes. And if your private habits do not change with your body, they can slowly work against you. I'm Melissa Carter, a medical researcher focused on men's health, hormones, prostate wellness, aging, and intimate function. And today, I'm going to show you the 7 masturbation mistakes many older men make without realizing it. Some of these mistakes reduce sensitivity, some affect performance, some create pelvic tension. Some may quietly train your brain to respond less to real intimacy. And mistake number 6 is the one almost every man gets wrong because it feels like the solution. But it may actually be the thing making the problem worse. Before we begin, subscribe for honest men's health conversations most people are too embarrassed to talk about, and tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? Now let's start with mistake number 1, because this is the one that can silently change how your brain experiences pleasure. Mistake number 1, relying on pornography as the main source of stimulation. Many men think the problem is age. They say, "I just don't feel the same anymore. My desire is lower. Real intimacy doesn't excite me like it used to. I need more stimulation than before." But sometimes the problem is not only age. Sometimes the brain has been overstimulated for too long. Pornography creates fast novelty, strong visual stimulation, and constant dopamine spikes. The brain enjoys novelty, but after years of repeated high stimulation, it may begin to adapt. And when the brain adapts, ordinary pleasure can start to feel dull. Real touch may feel less exciting. A real partner may feel less stimulating. Arousal may take longer. Sensitivity may feel reduced. This is not because you are broken. It may be because your brain has been trained to expect a level of stimulation real life was never meant to compete with. Here's the fix. Take a 14-day break from visual stimulation. No endless scrolling, no rapid switching, no artificial novelty. Instead, focus on sensation, breathing, imagination, and body awareness. You are not punishing yourself. You are giving your nervous system a chance to reset. And once your brain starts responding again, the next mistake becomes even more important because it affects blood flow exactly where older men need it most. Mistake number 2, doing it while sitting on the toilet. Many men do this because it feels private and convenient. The bathroom door locks. No one interrupts. It feels like the easiest place. But for men over 60, this position can create problems. Sitting hunched forward compresses the pelvic area. It can restrict blood flow, increase pelvic floor tension, and put pressure on nerves and blood vessels. And after 60, blood flow is everything. Blood flow supports erection quality, it supports prostate function, it supports bladder control, it supports pelvic comfort. If you repeatedly combine stimulation with a compressed posture, your body may begin associating arousal with tension instead of relaxation. Some men notice pelvic tightness, groin discomfort, weaker urine flow, or dribbling after urination and never connect it to posture. The fix is simple. Change the position. Stand, recline, or lie down. Keep your pelvis relaxed. Avoid hunching. Give the body space. Because your goal is not just release. Your goal is circulation. And that brings us to mistake number 3, which is one of the biggest reasons older men feel drained instead of refreshed afterward. Mistake number 3, rushing to finish. A younger man may rush because of excitement. An older man often rushes because of anxiety. He worries the erection may fade. He worries he may lose the moment. He worries he is not performing like he used to. So he hurries. But rushing teaches the nervous system the wrong pattern. Instead of entering a calm state of pleasure, the body enters tension. The breathing becomes shallow. The muscles tighten. The mind focuses only on the finish, You may reach climax, but the body does not fully receive the restorative effect. Instead of feeling relaxed, you may feel empty. Instead of satisfied, you may feel irritated. Instead of connected to your body, you feel like you just completed a task. Over time, rushing can reduce sensitivity, increase performance anxiety, and condition the body to expect speed instead of control. The fix? Slow down. Use deeper breathing. Relax the abdomen. Release tension in the thighs and pelvic floor. Stop treating it like a race. After 60, pleasure works better when your nervous system feels safe, calm, and unhurried. And if you want more control, the next mistake is one most men never even think about. Mistake number 4, ignoring the pelvic floor. Most men know about arm muscles, chest muscles, and leg muscles, but they know almost nothing about the muscles that support the bladder, prostate, erections, ejaculation control, and urinary function. That area is called the pelvic floor. When the pelvic floor is healthy, it helps support control, blood flow, and sexual function. When it becomes weak, tight, or poorly coordinated, men may notice problems like post-urination dribbling, weaker erections, less control, pelvic discomfort, or reduced sensation. The mistake is that many men either ignore these muscles completely or tense them too hard without realizing it. During stimulation, some men squeeze, push, hold their breath, or tighten their whole lower body. That creates pressure instead of control. Here is the fix. Learn gentle pelvic floor awareness. Imagine you are stopping urine midstream. Lightly contract those muscles for 2 or 3 seconds, then fully release. Do not force it. Do not squeeze aggressively. Do not hold your breath. The release is just as important as the contraction. Control comes from coordination, not tension. And now we need to talk about the question every man secretly asks: how often is too often? Mistake number 5, getting the frequency wrong. Some men think more is always better. Others think abstaining for long periods makes them stronger. The truth is more balanced. The male body usually does best with rhythm, not extremes. Too frequent, and some men may feel fatigue, reduced sensitivity, prostate irritation, lower motivation, or less interest in real intimacy. Too infrequent, and some men may notice stagnation, reduced blood flow, lower sexual confidence, or a feeling of disconnection from their body. There is no perfect number for every man, but for many men over 60, 1 to 3 times per week may feel more sustainable than daily release. That is not a strict rule. It is a starting point. Your body will tell you. Ask yourself, do I feel clear or drained afterward? Do I feel more connected or more empty? Is my desire improving or fading? Is this helping my sleep, mood, and confidence? The right frequency should support your life, not control it. But even if your frequency is perfect, mistake number 6 can still damage sensitivity over time. And this is the one almost every man makes when he starts feeling less. Mistake number 6, using too much pressure. When sensitivity decreases, many men instinctively do one thing. They increase pressure, they grip harder, they move faster, they create more friction, they use rougher stimulation. It feels logical. If you cannot feel enough, press harder. But this is exactly where the damage can begin. The nerves and tissues in the penis are delicate. Repeated excessive pressure or friction can irritate nerves, reduce sensitivity, and in some cases contribute to tissue trauma or scar-like changes. Force does not restore sensitivity. It can reduce it further. And psychologically, it trains the brain to believe pleasure must be forced instead of allowed. That becomes a problem when you are with a partner, because real intimacy rarely matches the same pressure or speed. The fix is gentleness. Use less pressure. Slow the pace. Focus on sensation instead of force. Allow arousal to build gradually. Your body is not a machine that needs harder handling. It is a nervous system that responds better to patience. And now we come to the final mistake, the one that has nothing to do with technique, but may affect men more deeply than all the others. Mistake number 7, doing it without emotion, connection, or intention. Many older men do not use masturbation for pleasure anymore. They use it from habit, from loneliness, from boredom, from stress, from a quiet need to feel something, and afterward, they do not feel renewed. They feel empty. This matters because sexual health is not only physical, it is emotional and neurological. When there is no presence, no intention, no connection to the body, the experience can become mechanical. The body releases, but the mind does not feel restored. That is why some men say, "I finished, but I did not feel better." The fix is not shame. The fix is awareness. Slow down. Breathe. Notice your body. Let the experience be about reconnecting, not escaping. You do not need to be young to feel alive. You do not need to prove anything. You do not need to chase the version of yourself from 30 years ago. Your body still matters, and the way you treat it in private affects how you feel in public, your energy, confidence, mood, and sense of control. So let's bring everything together. Avoid relying on pornography as your main stimulus. Avoid doing it hunched over on the toilet. Stop rushing. Learn gentle pelvic floor awareness. Find a frequency that supports your energy. Use less pressure, not more, and bring intention back into the experience. Now, very important, if you notice pain, blood in semen or urine, sudden erection changes, testicular pain, pelvic discomfort, urinary problems, numbness, or a major change in ejaculation, speak with a qualified healthcare professional. Do not ignore symptoms because you are embarrassed. Men's health is health, and there is nothing shameful about understanding your body. The biggest lesson is this: masturbation after 60 is not automatically harmful. But doing it the wrong way, with tension, pressure, overstimulation, poor posture, or emotional disconnection, can work against your body over time. So do not ask only, "Is it okay?" Ask, "Is the way I do this helping my body or training it in the wrong direction?" That question can change everything. This is Melissa Carter. If this video helped you understand something most men were never taught, subscribe for more honest men's health conversations. And remember, your vitality is not about acting young. It is about staying aware, staying connected to your body, and making better choices before small habits become bigger problems.